Hello YouTube, this is the Duelist Inferno, here with another deck profile. As you can read in the title, it's Crusadia again, but I put the adventure package in this, which I came 2-2 in locals, which was not bad. Did a little, didn't get 3-1 on like my pure Crusadia deck. I found it a bit fun, but I bet I might go back to pure after this, maybe, I don't know yet. Now let's get on with the deck profile then. For the Crusadia monsters I play is 3 Maximus, this 3 Draco, 3 Leonis, there's 3 Arborea. Sorry about the line, by the way, if you can barely see the third Leonis, but I got out the lighting, I don't know why it's like that. 3 Arborea, and last but not least, 3 Crusadia. Now I played 3 of each today because I found it efficient enough in the deck. I did, like I said in the last video, tried 2 Leonis, 2 Arborea in this build. Got bricky, then I put these back in and it was a bricky. So it really worked today. You all know what these cards do since I told you from the last video, but for any newcomers who wants to come out to the channel and see more deck profiles, Maximus, I've tried 1 Crusadia Link Mons I control, give it double damage. So this is how I OTK with this deck. I summon Maximus, give it to my Link 3, and it gives double damage, which has been handy a lot because that's all I've been doing all day really. So it's been quite good. Maximus is always a good one off to grab out. Draco, when I special summon this card, when this card's normal special summon to a monster points to, a Stone League monster points to, target 1 Crusadia in the grave, add it back to hand. Which gets me Link climbing because I can add any of these guys back, which really help because I sometimes have like either Draco, Maximus, sometimes a boy in hand, so I either, or Narboy or Leona, sometimes I either go into Maximus, Link, go to Draco and chain block, which is quite handy because if he change block, if he negates my Draco with Bell or something like that, I could still add another Maximus to hand, which is handy. Leonis, this card, target 1 Crusadia monster I control, let it do piercing damage when it attacks a defense position monster, which I've only done it once today, and that was against Fluffles. Didn't do it any more times because all my opponent's monsters was going to attack mode, which is kind of great because I don't really use this effect that much. Arborea, it's a great one to special summon because it gets me more Link Climb, but when it's in the graveyard, if Crusadia monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, I can banish it to protect it instead. So it's handy to protect it. One person lightning stormed me, and I was able to protect my Link 4 Crusadia monster, which got me into the grind game a bit. Crusadia, when it's special summoned to a Link monster's Link arrow, target 1 Crusadia monster I control, 1 card my opponent controls, destroy them, and that's basically it. It's handy because I've only done it once today, I think. Did I? I think I didn't, but I did with last streak, which is handy because I can get rid of any of the big monsters that haven't used their effects. Which have used their effects, but it's really handy. And the best part about these cards, they could be special to a Link monster's Link arrow in defense position, but they can only do that once per turn, which is really handy for the deck. Now I'm going to get on to the other monsters in the deck, which are Dino Wrestler Pankatops and Triple Parallel. Same as last week, but Pank is still a good one-up because I want my Link monsters to gain attack so I can OTK my opponent. And I can tribute Pank by tribute my Pankatops, target 1 card my opponent controls, destroy it, and I special summon it if my opponent controls more cards than me, which I can get out really easy because if I'm going because this is going second deck, I can get it out if it's in my open game. I've only opened it once today. That was against Tears of Shizu, and they completely beat me telling how much they pop and shuffle my cards back. So, yeah. Parallel, Exceed, it's standard in most Link decks. I special summon to a certain a Link monster points to. When it's special summoned by its own card effect, I can make it loses. I special summon another Parallel Exceed for my deck, but both of them lose half their levels and their attack, which is not very bad because I can still incline, or I can Exceed, which I've only done once. Which is handy because sometimes I go into the ground game on most days. I don't draw all my monsters I need my opening hand, so I sometimes store with like stuff like the Gooska and all that lot. Now on to the hand traps I play. Double Ash. As you saw in the last video, I played 3, but so I could fit the adventure engine in, I play 2. Which was handy in some good decks. It's still a great one-off. I've only used it once against Tiers. I think I used it against once in Fifers, I think, when they activate Fight for Patrick. It's still a great hand trap, but with what I've been boosting, I don't know how good it is nowadays. It's still great. It's still good still, but I feel like that might change over time. I do play Kaijus in the deck, and these are the Kaijus I play. Gadoria, the Mystery Dust Kaiju. Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju. Radiant, the Multi-Dimensional Kaiju. And last but not least, the Kaiju everyone plays. Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. You saw I played like Jizuku and the Red Kaiju last time in this video. In my last video. And the reason why I've taken those two out for these is because I need more monsters with low attack so I can have more monsters that can deal more damage. I placed this in deck because we have 1 flute player in our locals. So last week we had 2. We haven't had that today, but still, you don't know what you could be against. And the rest are just monsters. I could tribute my opponent's monster, give them a kaiju, and if they control a kaiju, I can special a kaiju to my field. So if I have like 2 and 9, I can just go tribute to get these out. So yeah, these are and I play Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, so that's why I need 4 kaijus with different names. So I have spares to get out. Next for the adventure engine. 2 Water Enchantress. 1 Wandering Griffin. 2 Rite of Amacia. 1 Faithful Adventure. 1 Dracoback the Rideable Dragon. And the reason why I'm playing 2 Enchantress 2 Ride is, as I said earlier, I played 2 Arborea and 2 Leonis, and I've always drawn my package every single time, and not on Crusadia, so it got bricky. So when I did this, I still saw the package, but not that much. I would always get it in either the first or second round, sometimes in all 3 games, but it's really good. Enchantress, if this card's in your hand or grave, you can banish it to add right to your hand, which gets your combo off, because if you activate right, summon a token, but you can't activate any more monster effects except special summon, which my whole deck is. So the deck can still pop off with this package. And if I control an adventure token, I can special summon Enchantress, which can climb me even higher. With Ride, when it's activated, summon a token, and then you can place Faithful, which gets you into Wandering Griffin and Dracoback. And when Wandering Griffin is summoned, it's an Omni Negate, and it has 2k attack, which I can deal a lot of damage with. I think I OTK'd someone once with the Adventure Package and Crusadias, which was good. I can't remember who I was against, but yeah. And because Faithful, if I summon a monster, I can either add or equip Dracoback to my hand. And it can only be equipped to a normal monster, and once per turn I can bounce 1 card my opponent controls back to their hand, which I've done a lot. There was one time, and this was in a different deck, I was facing Dark Magicians, they skill drained me, and because of Dracoback I was able to win, because I think he activated skill drain 2 more times, which I was able to get the win off. Faithful, this gets me into my adventure stuff. I can use the effect to add a monster that lists adventure token in the name, but discard 1. So it is a bit of a gamble to take, depending on what your hand is, but that's the package for you. I think it's great. In this deck, But I don't know if I'm going to continue playing this. I like it, but don't know. Lastly, for the spells I play, 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, 1 Crusadia Power, and 1 World Legacy Succession. These are the only spells I play. The reason is Lightning Storm, still a great card going second. Drawn it every single game. Really helpful. Either destroy or tap position monsters, destroy all spells and traps. I first outlets before the tournament started, and I was able to destroy his back row, which really helped because he played skill drain on me. Lastly, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, destroy as many monsters as possible on the field. Especially in 2 Kaijus, which was great today. I've done it multiple times in my game. I do this every game. Which can help because, as you saw, I play 4 Kaijus with different names, which I can get them out. Crusadia Power, you can add this off your Link 2 monster. When I special summon it, it makes the monster unaffected, which helped me one time because, as Lightning Storm said, someone Lightning Stormed me earlier to get rid of my Bagusia. I was able to flip this and protect it, so he wasn't able to get rid of it. Succession, I could target 1 monster in my grave, especially to a Sunny Link monster points to. I haven't drawn this today except once, which is handy because I was able to fit OTK. I was barely able to. I was able to survive because of this card. Those are the only spells I play. Now, onto the traps I play. These are the only traps I play. 2 Imperms. Still great in the game when in hand, no once per turn. The reason why I play 2 is because the Avenger package, when it's in a spell trap zone, when it's activated, negate any spell traps that activate in the same zone. Which is helpful because Imperms are great negate. Negate a bunch of stuff today. And yeah, that's the main deck for you. Now onto the extra deck. Once I give us that to grab it. I play, for the Crusadia monsters I play, 3 Crusadia, Magius, 2 Regulux, and lastly, 2 Equimax. And these are standard. 3 Magius get you when these all have the same effects. When a monster points, for all the monsters they point to, gain attack equal to their original attack, which helps because I can also link climb into them. Oh, I forgot 1 Crusadia monster, Spathia. Spathia has the same as them, gain their attack. When a monster, they all have effects when the monsters are pointed to them or something, well, except Aquamax. When the effect monsters points to magic special summoned, add a Crusadia monster hand, which I can use the effect to get either into my Draco or my Maximus, which can give me the OTK. Regulux, when a monster I can add a Crusadia spell trap when an effect monster is special summoned to a zone it points to. So it gets me into power, which I can out either Vela Imperm. No one did that to me today, but it's always good to grab. Last, Spathia. When an effect monster is summoned to it, like zone this card points to, I can move 1 monster my opponent controls to a different zone, which I've done one time against Cyber Dragons. They were in the middle and I moved them to the left, which got me to win one time, which is handy when I don't have enough cards to OTK, but this can get me the OTK sometimes. Equimax, I contribute 1 monster to a zone this card points to, negate 1 face of card on the field. It is a quick effect, so I can do it on my opponent's turn. It's also a bit risky because I sometimes can't go into any other monsters except Equimax. There was one time today, this is the only monster I could summon. I could not summon any other monsters. So yeah, that's the Crusadias I play in my extra deck. Now for the other Link monsters I play in the deck are Link Spider, IP Masquerader, Lib of the World Key Blade Master, and 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Avamax. Link Spider, because of Nibiru, I can link the token off some in this. Depending on what my hand is, I can maybe still pop off of the deck. Don't know, but I didn't get Nib today because of Sprite. I think barely anyone's playing it nowadays, which I haven't had a chance to go to Spider at all. IP, I have not summoned this at all in this deck yet, but it is a great one-off. I can quick effect link summon during my opponent's main phase, which helps a bit, but I have, like I said, I haven't made it today. I can either go into like my Evermax and worst case scenario. Lib, I can only link summon it if I have a World Legacy card in my graveyard. So as I play one succession, I do not go into this much often, but if this is in the grave, I can make it. What it does is, if I have a World Legacy spell and trap in my deck, I can say, but I can't activate this turn. And Lib, also when it's used as link material, bounce 1 card on my opponent's field back into the deck, which is good. I'm just double checking it is the deck. Yeah, back into the deck, which is good. Like I said, I didn't use it. I did use it when I was versing my friends the other day. It was great. Avamax, it's great for the grind game. I first Fluffles today, which protect me locks. Most of their cards need a target to destroy, and I was able to protect it with a Borea and all that lot, but it's a bit risky. Can't be targeted by card effects, and if it battles a special summon monster, gains that monster's attack, which is actually not bad, but still, it can be a bit of a risky game because this will be the only monster I will control. Lastly, I do play other extract monsters like the Abyss Driller, Tornado Dragon, because yeah, did not go into these two today. Abyss Driller's good against what was the guild again? T Elements, because they activate stuff in the grave. I can go into Abyss Driller and stop all that, and it's just a great card to get into. Tornado Dragon, detach 1 material from it, destroy 1 card my opponent controls. I did not make it, but I have made it before in the past, which helps because I have first back row, and it's a quick effect, so I can activate during my opponent's turn. Baguska, still good. I mainly summoned in defense today because it stopped. I think I did it twice today, and it saved me, which is not bad, but still, it's kind of a risk because it has to detach for costs in my standby. And if I use all the materials up, it will be destroyed. So yeah, the Goose is helpful, but also a bit risky. Now for the side, I figured out the cross-out Destiny problem, so I've taken those out for these 3 spooky dogwoods. It's great for what plays we have in the days now. There's too many decks that special summon nowadays, so I just drop this, gain life points, and just hopefully survive. Which I've only done once today, and that's against Fluffles. They nearly beat me, but with this, I was able to survive. So yeah, and if your opponent does not special summon a monster, you lose half your life points. Just let you all know, don't know this. If your opponent still special summons a monster that's 0 attack, even though it goes to your end phase, you'll still lose half your life points because the card says you have to gain life points, even if you do special summon. Lastly, for the one limit cards I play, Kobai, Duster, Monster Reborn. I only grabbed Kobai and Feather Duster today because, like I said, there's an Owlish player at a local sometimes. He hasn't played Owlish in a while, but this is just in case I first back row hate. Mystic Mine is getting banned, but I don't know, I might tell this up for something else, maybe, I don't know yet. Kobai, great one-off. I did not get hand trap today, but it's also good against other decks, like maybe Sprite and T-Element. Monster Reborn is just in case I need more monsters on my field. I did not grab it today at all. Those are for going first, well, second from down. Just in case we go into game 3, evenly match. During the battle phase, if you control no face-up cards at the end, you can activate this during your turn if you control no cards. But your opponent has to banish cards equal to the number of cards you have, so since this will be your only card you'll play, they have to banish until they have 1 card. You can still play this during your opponent's turn. I've done it once today, which is really funny. It was against Fluffles. It's just great going second. Lastly, for going first card in the deck, Ice Dragon's Prison. Triple D barrier. Ice Dragon's still a great one-off. We have a couple of decks actually. Cyber Dragons, Virtual a bit, Sky Strikers as well a little bit. I've only done one Sky Strikers and I couldn't do anything off it. It's a great target 1 card monster in the grave. Special summon it, and if your opponent controls a monster of the same type, banish them both. Which is really good because I don't go into this much, but it's great for going first if you know you're going first. Deep Barrier, it's brilliant nowadays. Against Ashizu's, kind of a little bit against Virtual because they mainly play synchro cards. And we have a hero player, our locals. I can just call this. So yeah, he's still great. I did put these against Tears. I did not grab it. I did not see it at all. So that's the video today. Tell me what you guys think about it. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck for anyone who wants to make this deck.